You know that moment when a party is still loud, people are laughing, conversations are peaking, and someone just vanishes? No goodbye, no explanation, just gone. Most people call it the Irish exit and label it as rude or socially anxious. But what if it's something far more calculated?
Today, we're breaking down the psychology behind the Irish exit, why some people disappear without a word, why it feels necessary to them, and why the ones who do it are often the most self-aware person in the room. By the end, you'll understand whether this is avoidance or a hidden survival strategy.
You're the one who checks the room before you even sit down. You track energy, you notice tone shifts, you feel conversations draining you before they even start. You smile, you engage, you play the role. But inside, your battery is collapsing in real time. And there's a moment, always a moment, where your brain says, leave, now. Not later, not politely, now. There's a concept in psychology called cognitive load saturation. It means your brain has a limit, a threshold for noise, interaction, stimulation. Once it's crossed, your system shifts from social mode to survival mode. For some people, that threshold is high. They can stay for hours. For others, it's razor thin. So the Irish exit isn't impulsive, it's a response. Your brain isn't being antisocial, it's protecting you from overload, from saying the wrong thing, from emotional burnout, from staying too long and paying for it later. This shows up in very specific ways. Sudden energy drop. You go from engaged to exhausted in minutes. No gradual decline, just a cliff. Strategic disengagement. You start scanning exits, timing conversations, looking for a clean break. Avoidance of goodbyes. Because goodbyes aren't simple. They create new conversations, new obligations, new delays. Post-event recovery. After leaving, you don't feel guilty. You feel relief, silence, control. There is always that one person at gatherings. They arrive on time. They're polite, engaging, even charismatic. People like them. But halfway through the night, they disappear. At first, people laugh it off. Classic them. But what no one sees is the internal countdown that started the moment they walked in. Every interaction logged, every noise processed, every micro-expression analyzed, until finally, the system says, enough, and they leave. Not because they don't care, but because staying would cost them more than anyone realizes. If you recognize this in yourself, here's what's actually happening. Step 1, awareness spike. You become hyper-aware of everything around you. Step 2, energy depletion. Your mental resources drain faster than others in the room. Step 3, exit urge. Your brain prioritizes escape over social closure. Step 4, silent withdrawal. You choose the path of least resistance. No friction, no delay. That's the Irish exit. Not random, not careless, optimized. If this is you, I want you to listen to me very closely. Your need for sudden solitude does not make you broken. Your energy is a finite, highly valuable currency. You do not owe anyone your absolute depletion just to satisfy an outdated social script. You are not cold. You are not aloof. You are fiercely protective of your inner peace. There is profound power in knowing exactly when your presence is no longer required. Own your silence. Protect your peace. But here's the part most people miss. The Irish exit doesn't just show up at parties. It shows up in relationships, in careers, in entire life paths. And once you understand that pattern, you start to see who's really in control and who's just staying because they're afraid to leave. If this hit deeper than expected, stay close, because the next layer of this changes everything.